Yep. And today we got some exciting news. We got the Nintendo Switch Pro. Or is it a Pro? I'm sure.
Is it a Pro? Is the question. Yeah.
As I'm sure y'all may have heard already. It's not really a Pro. This is not the model everyone has been anticipating. Certainly, we've been talking about it probably every episode about when's this Nintendo Switch Pro going to come out. And it looks like we're going to still have to wait. You know, did y'all read up on this?
I read up a little bit on it. I was not surprised, to be honest. I know a lot of the rumors said it was going to be OLED, and a lot of the rumors were right. Mm-hmm. It just was everyone was expecting that 4K resolution, and it just wasn't here. So I'm not surprised. I think Nintendo's still trying to give it a while. This is kind of like a placeholder, so people can just be quiet for a bit, and they can continue working on it. But yeah, $350 for this new one, OLED, a little bit bigger screen. It has a Ethernet port, 64 gigs of a hard drive instead of 32. So, I mean, it's a little bit of upgrade. Wouldn't be a Pro material though, but something.
Yeah, I mean, when I woke up to the news, I was just like, I think this is gonna be a Pro, and then it wasn't. And then immediately my mind went to, oh, they're just trying to like a little money grab, because it was like you said, it's just an OLED. I mean, for me, that's the biggest upgrade to OLED, maybe a little more gigabytes, right? It was a little bit more.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a nicer screen to look at, yes, but like a lot of players, like myself especially, I don't usually play on handheld. Only when I go to bed, but it's like those cheap games that are 1 or 2 hours and done. Not one of those like Breath of the Wild or stuff like that I play on the TV. So for me, it's not worth it. I'm not going to use the OLED screen as much as other people would, but yeah, I'm going to have to wait for the Pro once it comes out, if it comes out.
Not my cup of tea. Nah, I think it's good. I mean, because it's hard to get a Switch right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's pretty good for people that are waiting, have been trying. I mean, I went once and I found it and I got it. So, again, it's just chilling there.
Still thinking, how are they gonna sell this? Because there's a chip shortage everywhere. So I don't even know how they're gonna even mass produce this.
Yeah, but I don't think there's gonna be that demand like for the original Switch, because everyone kind of knows that it's not really a big deal. It's coming out on October 8th, so obviously they have a little bit already. I'm assuming they're already producing it.
Mass producing.
Yeah, but kind of when I was reading here, it says they usually drop every 5 to 6 years the consoles. Switch in March of 17. Before that, the Wii U in 2012. And before that, 2006 for the Wii. And then, like, for the 3DS is kind of where, they did, I guess, what they're doing here. It's like you had the 3DS and the 3DS XL, and then the 2DS, and then the new 3DS XL, and then a new 3DS, and a new 2DS. So
yeah.
They're known for doing this, and I think they're just buying themselves time a little bit. I'm sure that they have already been working on the Pro, and I wouldn't be surprised if maybe like in a year or two they come out with the Pro. But everyone, I was kind of disappointed because especially with these new games, that are coming out that we're excited for, that we've been talking about on the podcast. I would have loved to see some more higher graphics on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, resolution up, something that will make you want to buy it. Yeah, not much.
Yep. But sticking with Nintendo, we got a couple of more Nintendo things, specifically Zelda. I saw that there was a new Skyward Sword trailer that had just come out. I know that you mentioned a little bit about it. Have you played Skyward Sword? Are you excited for this? Have you, any of y'all?
I have not played it. I am very excited for it, especially from what I read, this was one of the least selling Zeldas just because it was on the Wii. So you had to use like the controllers, and a lot of people didn't like that. Yeah, you had to swing with it and stuff like that. So a lot of people didn't like that. Now that they remapped it, they upped the graphics to HD. So now that it's going to look better, it's going to play better. So, and a lot of people were complaining about like certain cutscenes weren't unskippable and stuff like that. And certain items you have to watch a cutscene every single time you get an item. So they fixed all that and they made it a lot better. So I think it's going to sell a lot, and I'm excited for this game. 16th cannot come any faster.
This one's coming out on the Switch.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like it's like he said, a revamp HD version of it, all the new changes to it, and just another Zelda game to play. July
16th.
Yep, July 16th.
It's a remaster, whatever they call it, an HD update.
The trailer looks like it's kind of like old school Zelda that I was kind of used to.
You said before, because I'm reading right here that it has the ability to fast forward dialogues, skip cutscenes and stuff. So before you couldn't, you had to.
Before you couldn't, yeah.
Oh.
And people would replay it, and then they would have to wait for the cutscene. Oh, I already saw this, I had to wait for it. And there's like a certain little cutscene you get, like whenever you get a rupee, it does a and it does that whole thing. And it makes you watch that every single time you get rupees.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So they cut all that out. Yeah, they cut all that out, and now they're re-releasing it now. So
there you go. It's a 2011 game, so it's definitely a little older. And the plot says Zelda is lost to the world below Skyloft, and Link ventures out on a quest to save her with the Master Sword in tow.
Yeah, I think this is supposed to be the original Zelda, where everything starts off, where the whole stories branch out from this game. So it's gonna be a good game for the people that haven't played it like myself. I want to really get into it and really play as much as I can on it.
Yeah, just going back to those original kind of characters.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Master Sword, keeping it with Zelda, apparently that on the Breath of the Wild, there's a glitch that you can unlock the Master Sword extremely early, is what I read.
Mm-hmm.
So I know last pod we talked about the impossible chest, and then this time, now there's a glitch to the Master
Another
Sword.
glitch.
Yeah. And well, I haven't played it again. Like you probably.
So what is this Master Sword? I mean,
yeah.
Okay, so let me get just the premise of it. During the game, you need to have at least 13 hearts to the Master Sword. As you always know where it's at, but you need to have at least 13 hearts to try to take it out, because it takes hearts from you before you can take it out, and then you need at least 13 to actually remove the sword. Now that with this glitch, it's like you put a campfire next to the sword, you look up, and then you make it go night, so when Link wakes up, he automatically picks up the sword, and you have it with 3 hearts. So it's a nice little glitch for those people that are running, what's it called, a time clock running, whatever, speed running.
Yeah.
So for those people that want to speed run, this is a perfect glitch for them, but yeah, I mean, defeats the purpose for the game, I guess.
So I'm guessing that once you have it, I mean, you'll be able to just go through the game.
This is one of the swords that doesn't break. Every single weapon in Zelda Breath of the Wild breaks. It has durability on it. This sword doesn't break, but it does lose energy for like 10-15 minutes, and then you can't use it. And then once the 10-15 minutes are up, it's back to full energy, so you can use it again. So it's kind of a weapon that never breaks for you, which is kind of really.
Do you think that's a glitch that's gonna get fixed type of glitch, or is just kind of like they're like, I guess, like you said, you put a campfire and stuff like that, like you don't think it's gonna really be fixed?
Nah, I mean, the same way the impossible chests, I mean, they could have fixed that a long time ago. The impossible chests were chests that were glitched into the map, so they never fixed that on an update, so I don't think they'll bother fixing this.
Yeah, I mean, it says here that that doesn't even help the speedrunners, because they can already get to Ganon in their speedruns. Right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this is for just the players who are just having fun and goofing around, so you'll be able to get the Master Sword. Yeah. Get it all back. But another glitch there for you guys. I know we kind of bring up Zelda like every pod, but just trying to help you guys out.
For sure.
Whoever's watching it,
That's Miguel's game.
Yeah, for sure. Love it. The fact that it's on here, it's a great podcast.
I'm sure a lot of people are saying that as well. But keeping in tune with Nintendo, there's a complaint that Nintendo apparently they sued someone or something for the ROM store. And
did you guys read this original story?
Yeah, and I read it, and apparently, they shut down the ROM universe. So this is a guy who ran a website called ROM Universe, and they sued him, and he took down, they took down his website, and then they ended up saying that he has to pay $2.1 million. But he missed his first payment, quote unquote missed.
Well, before you said that, his original fine was 2.1 million for damages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when he lost the court, and then the owner of the website said, "Well, I'm unemployed at the moment, so I can't afford 2.1 million." And the judge, being super nice, I don't know who the judge is. Shout out to the judge, but he said you have to pay $50 a month until you pay the 2.1 million. So I mean, 2.1, you're never gonna get that.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I'll take that, dude. $50 a month.
Sure. But this guy now messed up because he missed his first payment of $50. So now Nintendo is resuing to try to and somehow somehow to get the damages back, which I don't think Nintendo really cares about the money. 2.1 million for Nintendo is nothing. They just really want to make an example out of somebody for these ROM websites.
Yeah, because it says that their lawyers, the Nintendo lawyers, are arguing that because he hasn't made that $50 payment towards the
he doesn't care. Yeah,
the threat of further financial consequences might disincentivize further copyright infringements. So meaning, he'll just keep doing it because it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, he's not hurting. $50 a month for him is nothing. So let me just open up another website and make a lot more money. And
yo, it would take Stormin 3,525 years to pay.
Yeah.
A rate or as Mandy. I'll take that any day, bro.
For sure.
Well, there's so many.
I'll have a lifetime bill.
So many wrong websites. Like, how many times have you guys? I don't know if you guys have tried to play. Games.
No, never do that.
Especially on the iPhone too.
I think ROMs are legal if you own the game, so it's not illegal unless you don't own the game. Then you're not allowed to have them. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of websites that do that for any system, not just Nintendo. But Nintendo looks like they're the ones that are constantly shutting down websites, constantly suing them, and constantly making them pay $50 a month. So, I mean, great for Nintendo, but that's never going to end. I think it's like piracy for movies,
Yeah.
That never ended.
How about them comments though?
I have not read any of the comments.
What are they saying?
Just people going, oh.
Really, Nintendo really needs $50?
Oh no.
Those throw money in jail to make an example out of him. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. They won. The site's gone. Guy's life is probably ruined. Good, at least for financial Nintendo. Yep.
No,
yeah, I mean that's all they're gonna do, make an example out of you, and hopefully people will not do that anymore.
Yeah, they go after people. They don't. I mean, they're real stingy, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, it takes years for them to make this game, and all of a sudden, let's say you put that game on the website, on the store or whatever, for everyone to download. And I mean, how much millions are they losing there?
Yeah,
but they really need it.
Yeah.
No, they don't, but
stingy.
Looks like we'll see in 3,000 years with this guy. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll keep up with him, we'll see how it's going.
The afterlife after the afterlife after the afterlife. He's gonna be paying in the afterlife.
Yeah.
God, that's insane.
Well, this next story was pretty funny. There was a Twitter, there was an ad or something for God of War, and people caught that in the background the PS5 was backwards, so the CD.
I honestly just noticed it right.
Yeah, the CD was up, and fans started to just point it out and tweeted like, "Oh my God!" It's because Sony made a really big effort of saying, no, the disc, when those coming out, no, the disc goes at the bottom, not the top.
Yeah,
this is a
for air purposes. Yeah.
Here's a little plastic thing, in case you want to set it on there.
Yeah,
it does. I haven't seen the PS5, but
yeah, and they put it backwards, and then I guess they got so much responses like, "Hey, it's backwards," and they're like, "Oh," and they took down the whole. It had nothing. I mean, it was for God of War, and it was just in the background barely. You can see it here in screenshots if y'all are watching, but It's just a normal TV console, and then you have the PS5 with the disc side up instead of down, and then the PlayStation immediately like took down the trailer, and they haven't responded for comments or anything, but it was kind of funny.
That's crazy how people like notice these things. I wouldn't have even noticed during the ad, honestly. Like these guys dissect every second of the video to see, let's see if we can catch them on. I mean,
Honestly,
okay.
I think there's people like that. They literally just sit there and just, like go second by second, frame by frame, like looking for something.
Well,
looking for leaks or looking for anything that'll
Yeah, I mean, there's people like
expose.
that with every type of video. It's crazy.
Well, there was a lot of people saying that they actually prefer it this way with it looks better, but I think if I had the PS5, I think I would stand it up horizontally. I mean, vertically. So
yeah, it's just an awkward design, also. But I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I don't have a PS5 either, so.
But it's crazy that they went the whole like delete the whole video instead of just saying, "Yeah, don't do that." No, that was like, someone who designed the set or like put the PlayStation.
I see Sony is the Apple of the gaming world. Like they like to be perfect on everything. That's why they don't like sharing their IPs. They don't like to play along with others. So yeah, I think some things looks messed up. We gotta take it down, fix it, and maybe we'll put it back up. Maybe not, and when people forget. But that's pretty funny that they found that.
That's it's something that I guess people need to pay more attention to if they're working. Like that guy's probably or girl's gonna get fired. Hey, what are you doing, man? This whole commercial cost so much money, but
millions of dollars just to go to take it down the next day. Yeah.
But I would do commercials. I would do that. Don't notice. Let's go.
It might have been a troll. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that's true.
Troll's about to get fired. Just boom. See how long it takes him to find out.
But this next one here, I thought this was good. Everyone's always looking for chairs for the gaming PCs now, since everyone's going over to PC gaming. I don't know. I don't know if they are or not, but they should. This one is the new $2,000 gaming chair that has rumble features for games and movies, developed by D-Box. $2,000. It's insane money, but apparently you'll be able to get unparalleled comfort for working, playing, and watching movie while also benefiting from high fidelity haptic movement. I mean,
y'all have gaming chairs?
No, I have a regular chair, but is this overkill? What do you? I mean, this is insane.
$2,000 for a chair. I mean,
this would have to be your job.
Yeah,
to be like a content creator or something, because that's a lot of money for a chair.
I mean, they haven't.
I mean, if I were to get that, I mean, I'd roll around. I'd, have dinner on it.
Yeah, I'd take that everywhere. Everywhere I sit, I was gonna be in that chair.
We go camping. It's going with me. Like, $2,000. Might as well. Dude, why not? That's insane.
I know D-Box, they had back when I was working at the movies, they had a deal with them. They made D-Box seats where it would shake and stuff like that through movie. I know they were, and they would charge you like extra money for those tickets, just to be like $5 more to be immersed or whatever in the movie. I sat on one of these. I wasn't very happy with it. It was just a lot of shaking. You were trying to watch the movie and you're eating your popcorn and all of a sudden you would shake and it's just like, oh, this is not cool. Like I would turn this off. So I had mine in the lowest setting, as you have different settings from like super high to low. I turned mine pretty much off or low, and I wasn't really a big fan of it, but I mean, it could be cool, but it's just too expensive.
I do remember seeing that. I never actually went into it in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know how big the rumble is, and they haven't really explained. It says, the rumble feature and how it will work, but it sounds like they're partnering up with studios so that, like you said, they can the chair with various movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say you need a lot of support from the theaters or from the games, and I'm not sure if they can actually do that extra step for you, unless you pay them a big chunk of money, and maybe that's why they charge $2,000.
Yeah,
but
So the base model starts at 1,099. The most expensive will run you 229.
Ooh, even more.
1,299. That's
Yeah.
And what's the
insane.
difference?
It doesn't say on here. I'm
It's Secret Lab is pretty much the standard bearer for high quality gaming chairs,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
from 4 to 800.
Yeah, I thought that was expensive when I looked into a Secret Lab chair.
I mean, even $400 for a chair, but I'd rather pay 400 than
Yeah.
200 any day.
Yeah, I just
That's-
don't know what the market for this is. I mean, I know you said content creators, but even them, it's like, I mean, I don't even know if that'll work. The market just seems kind of weird. Like who? Because when you watch a movie, I mean, you don't want to sit in a chair. You know, it's already
Yeah.
kind of uncomfortable. It's like you go to your couch or you go to your bed and you're watching it.
Yeah. I'm more for comfort than actually immersion.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the market is at that price. I don't know who's really gonna who buy this.
Pass on that.
I mean, you're definitely probably gonna see streamers promote this probably.
Well, if they get brand deals, more than likely, yeah,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I don't see why they would. Otherwise,
But it's interesting. We'll see what ends up
I
happening.
think Ninja has his own like sponsorship or chairs also, doesn't he?
Yeah, a lot of them do. They have different sponsorships. Tim has a chair sponsorship. Valkyrie has one. Yeah, a lot of them have their own. Not their own, but they sponsor. But yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. Hey, hey, Alex, remember the Avatar? Did you ever watch it? Yeah, Miguel, did you watch the Avatar? You never.
No.
Oh my god, this.
I
Dude, the
haven't seen
way you
Avatar.
react, us not playing Zelda. This
Yeah, I
is
know.
like 10 times worse.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
So I'm reading this article, and so the creators, so all this stuff happened. So they originally were on Nickelodeon. They released the original season, and then the Legend of Korra, which is the second season. And then that was it. That was all. Then there was a movie by M. Night Shyamalan or whatever his name was that like bombed. It was the worst movie, and
It was just bad.
it was super bad. And then the original creators signed a deal with Netflix to do a live action series on the Avatar. And then in the middle of it, they, for some reason, pulled back, or they, they decided not to work on it no more. Netflix is still going through with it, but the original creators are not there. And they ended up signing back to Nickelodeon and making an Avatar studio now, kind of like the Marvel Studios. And so,
Gotcha.
yeah, so what this is saying, they're finally commenting on that deal, and they're saying that on Nickelodeon, this is going to be an Avatar universe. It's going to be super big. They have a bunch of ideas to go over the years, explore all of them. They'll take some time to make them, but they were saying like we're in it for the long run. They're going to be different storylines, all kind of interconnected, kind of like the MCU. And so as Avatar fans, like this is super exciting, because one of the things that I didn't like about the second season of Avatar is how far it went into the future. And like I feel like I missed out a lot in between, and there was a lot of story that I still wanted to see from the original characters. That
It's on Netflix.
I think it's back on Netflix. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's back on Netflix. I was watching not a few months ago.
Mhm.
Started watching it again, but you should check it out.
It's so good. Yeah, and it's so rich in storyline, and it's just so good. And I'm excited that they're bringing this back, and they're saying that there's gonna be spin-offs, shorts, new series, movies, all on. I think it's gonna be on Paramount Plus, because they're with Viacom and Nickelodeon.
Yeah, it's Nickelodeon.
Yeah. I'm still excited for the Netflix live action series.
So they're both doing it, or one's live action, the other one's animated?
Yeah, these are gonna be more animated. From what I see, all animated. The Netflix one was a live action, and a lot of people were super excited because they had the creators on it.
Oh, wow.
But not anymore. So they were on a podcast, and this is where all the information came out. And they said, if we make all of this stuff that they're talking about making, they're like, I guess this is like an Avatar podcast. They're like, you'll be doing your podcast for like 20 years. So it's like, oh damn.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a big deal. Yeah.
But I mean, Alex, do you remember like how good this show was?
Yeah, that show's really good.
Yeah.
Right to Dragon Ball.
It's a different type of good,
different, yeah.
No, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
but it's worth watching.
Yeah, it's a really good action, really good storyline. I was really hesitant to watch the second season, The Legend of Korra, because I was like, and I finally watched it last year during the pandemic, and it was still
How many seasons is it?
two.
Two, but I'm assuming they have a lot of episodes.
Yeah, the original one, the last. Well, I don't know if it's a season.
Episodes too.
So
From what I remember,
the original one was called Avatar: The Last Airbender, and there's like 5 parts. So I guess that's 5 seasons on.
Yeah,
because each part has like what 12 episodes.
Yeah,
gotcha.
but I don't think they're that long because I remember I was watching them. Like, oh snap! I'm already on episode 6.
Yeah, they're like 22 minutes.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
5 minutes.
Super fun to watch.
I'll check it out possibly.
I'm sure you'll like it. I'm sure you'll you'll watch the whole thing.
Man, this next story, it's just this stuff is getting insane. So imagine you going to a store back in 1996 and you're like, hey, let me get that Super Mario 64, and then they were like, it's gonna be $100,000, and you're like, what? Yeah, if you just save it and don't open it and keep it in pristine condition in 30 years.
That's crazy, man.
Dude,
Because I have all these games, and it's crazy how it's just don't play it or buy an extra copy, and you could have this much money to sell it for.
Be rich.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is insane.
600,000.
Yep. This is a sealed Super Mario 64, and apparently this is not the first time one of these has gone to auction from the same place, Heritage. In April they sold one that was rated at 9.6 for $660,000. This one's rated at 9.8. So
that's crazy, man. So the 9.6 sold for 660, and this one sold for 100.
No, this one hasn't.
Oh, it hasn't sold yet. It's going to go to auction.
Yeah,
it's currently set at 100. Wow.
It's currently set at 100. Yep, and it's a 9.8, which makes it one of fewer than 5 known sealed copies. Such great.
Wow.
Bro, that's insane.
Oh, and that now that I'm not buying any physical games, I'm kind of losing out on this market.
What, NFTs?
Oh my god, that's a whole another subject.
Start buying games and just not opening them, just save them.
I know, probably.
Years from today.
So this one starts at 100 and it's gonna go up 5,000 each bid. And then at the end, the winner has to pay 20% above their final price.
What?
Yeah.
What? How does that even make sense?
It's 20% is the buyer's premium. So I guess that's how the place makes money. So like, if the bid ends at 660,000, then you have to pay an additional 132,000. So
that's not cool. That's a lot of money, man.
Well, going in if you want to bid for it.
Well, yeah, your limit, so including that 20%, but that's a lot of money, man.
Yeah. But
we're just balling out of here for a sealed Mario 64.
I mean, what would you do with it? We just open it up and open it?
No.
There goes.
If I had that kind of money, might as well.
I'd rather do.
If I had that money, I would keep it and just pass it on. I'll pass it to my kid and just be like, look, bro.
Like, how cringy would it be like if I just went on stream and
just
well, I mean, if you had that kind of money where you're just gonna do that, then I guess I would say
I would pass it on, and I mean, just keep passing it on.
Yeah, it'd be worth millions at one point, but if you have that kind of money, I would think you're passing out that kind of money also to your kids and so on.
Nah. Stay with me. Nah, that's insane for a cop. That's
I'll make I'll make like one of those videos on TikTok where it's that guy who, I don't know if y'all watched him before. He just pops up on and Twitter, Instagram. It's someone does something like super hard and ridiculous, and he's like does it the easy version, and he's like,
oh yeah,
like,
I've seen that. Yeah.
why are they doing? Like I would do like if you guys are listening, we're doing like the hand movement. So to be the same with this, it's like 100,000 for Super Mario, and then you're like bust out your copy and you're like
same thing.
for like 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think I would get it. Like I would for what? I don't understand this.
It's honestly a collector's item, but I'm looking. Is this the image from that one? Because bottom left corner, it's a little cracked on me. I don't know if you see it.
That's why it's a 9.8 thing.
I don't know about that.
It's talking about right here.
Yeah.
It's a 9.8.
There you go. That values that thing. It goes down to $20.
I know they're gonna hit me up trying to get some money out of me now.
Oh
man, no, I mean that's crazy. But in the future, do you guys think that? So this article kind of got me thinking about a lot of stuff. So the article talks about how there was a report that EA was going to start doing in-game ads in like their FIFA games and different types of games. They're going to have in-game ads, and people were like freaking out. And then they came out, and they said, that that's not true. They're incorrect. That we're looking to introduce TV-style commercials into our games, and they just wanted to clarify that in-game advertising for console games is not something we're currently looking at or signed any agreements to implement. That they're creating the best possible experiences for the players, what is their primary focus. But that got me thinking. I'm like, how long until we actually start seeing that kind of stuff? In-game ads, games start being more, because now they're free, and we have battle passes, we have cosmetics, but then they start to be free because you have ads maybe doing our loading screen. But how long until we get to that point? Do you guys?
I know EA did that with I know that's why this article's coming up, is because not this past UFC game, the one before this one, they had an actual ad. Like you would be fighting with each other, and whenever you get separated by the corners, an ad would come up for like a movie or something, and everyone's like, "Well, what? This is unskippable. Like, why am I watching an ad when I'm playing a game?" And I know it blew up all over Twitter, and the next day they had a software patch to take down those ads. But and this is more likely resurfacing because of that. But if Mass Effect and Battlefield and FIFA have one, let's just say a small ad, I don't see it. Why they can't put it like on the soccer field in FIFA, like in the corners, like they do in real life. I mean, it's not like it's in your face. It's kind of discreet, I wouldn't mind that, and at a cheaper cost for the game too. Because if you're paying for a $60 game and it's going to be ads everywhere, then that's probably not worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want ads everywhere, like you said. Maybe, I don't know. I'm thinking this is going to start coming out. Like, ads, in between, like I said, matches, in between loading screens.
Yeah, you're thinking an actual ad that would cover the whole screen ad. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, like a little. What are you saying?
That'd be annoying.
Yeah, it wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah, but
one of the reasons that what is it? Hulu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're trying to watch a show and then you're just like, oh God, like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, you're paying for that no ad stuff. So if you're paying for something with no ads, you expect it to have no ads. And now they want to add ads into the games. It's going to be kind of a gray area, I would think.
I would think
something you're not supposed to.
Initially, like everyone would obviously fight back, but then if the return is it's a free game, then it's like, how much do you want?
Okay,
and then you can buy the option, no ads.
No ads? Oof.
You know what I mean?
Another money grab?
Well, it's like you're paying for the game. It's like $60, no ads.
Oh, okay. So if it was a free game with ads, $60 without ads. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. But it would depend on the game too, because I mean, you're not gonna pay $60 for a game. Let's just take Battlefield into account. They said it's only gonna be multiplayer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is that gonna be free or is that gonna be a purchase? I don't think they have announced that yet. So let's just say that you're playing a game and you see a billboard that has a type of water, whatever, it doesn't matter. But would that be in your face or that's just kind of cosmetic?
Well, that's the thing. Like you can start getting creative with that. So I would think, if we're doing Battlefield as an example, so
Yep.
I would say between, while you're waiting for a match, 10-second or ad boom pops up. You're already waiting for a match anyway. And then in game, like you said, billboards or things that pop up, and those would be
More discreetly.
Yeah, lower quality ads, but I would think that that's kind of like where we're heading to. Kind of because I think this cosmetic and this battle pass thing is gonna die down soon, and I think a lot of studios are making a lot of money off of that, and they're gonna try to find another way to make some of that money back.
But why would it die down if they're making a lot of money though?
I mean, I just think because it was such a new concept that eventually it's gonna plateau, start coming down.
Okay.
And the fact that they didn't say outright that, like their statement where it says, it's not something we're currently looking at or have signed any agreement to implement. So it's not like they were saying, "Oh, we're never doing this." They're just saying,
yeah.
So that means they're thinking about it, and they definitely have,
I mean, I know they've done it. Yeah. I know they've done it because I saw them do it, and it was not cool. But
I mean, if it was something like that, I mean, you pay for the game or for free, what would you do, Alex?
If there was ads in the game,
yeah.
Oh, I would get annoyed. I would probably not. It depends on the game. If I would play a couple of matches and be like, you know what, this is an all right game, I'll pay for it. If I played a couple of matches and I didn't like it, I'd be like, you know what, I don't want to play this game. Not worth the ads.
Yeah, Alex.
I would not do ads. I just can't. I get annoyed.
Even like 5-second ads, skippable ad.
Yeah, like I just don't like them. Like I'm watching YouTube and an ad comes up and I'm just like,
skip.
5 seconds, skip video, and I'm just like, bro, these are the longest 5 seconds ever. And then boom, and you're like, no, I just can't. I can't see myself in the gaming world like having ads. Like, why?
Yeah.
That's something like, okay, cool, like you're watching TV type of thing, right? But it's like, if I have like the option, free game with ads or without, like pay, I'm gonna pay.
Yeah.
Like
That's gonna be
ads just don't.
It's gonna be interesting to see what the future holds for our video games, as the market for video games is getting bigger and bigger. And
They
bigger.
just need to leave it alone.
They're not, dude.
They're not gonna do that. As much as you want them to do that, they have to make money somehow.
Yeah, the popularity of games.
They need to, and I hope if they decide to move forward with this, there's so much backlash, like that they remove them, like they did on the UFC.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be backlash at the beginning, but Jesse says it's inevitable. So I mean, I don't think we're gonna have ads in games anytime soon. Maybe like discrete ads, like I'm telling you, like you're playing Warzone and a billboard says the next movie coming up. Okay, I'm cool with that because it's whatever you bypass, you're still playing the game. Mm-hmm. But I don't see a full blown ad in the middle of my screen while it's loading, especially with the PS5 and Xbox loading screens. They're like 2 seconds now.
Yeah.
So how can you put an ad there?
They'll
just throw on an image real quick.
They'll force something. 5-10 second ad real quick.
I don't know, man. I don't know if we're ever gonna be there, but I can see why EA is getting criticized. Yeah.
No, for sure.
And if that ever happens, I mean, bye gaming.
Yeah.
I'll be outside fishing or something.
Yeah.
Did any of y'all end up getting a PS5 or Xbox Series X?
No.
Nah.
All right. Well, it's still hard to get, but apparently the 16-year-old got a ton of them because with
okay.
PS5, Xbox Series X, and Pokemon, he sold $1.7 million worth of. So
like reseller?
Yeah.
Damn.
So he sold PS5s, Xboxes, and Pokemon cards, and got a point. He didn't make 1.7 million. That's how much he made in sales, and he ended up making actually only 100, or not only, but 110,000 profit. So
still a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's not that much profit compared to what he sold, but
yeah,
damn, that's still. I wonder how he got so many. Like,
yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to figure out. It didn't say in the article how he got so many, but it was saying that he was selling the PS5s and the Xboxes for about 1,100. You know, the going price for them right now in the resale market, and then of course Pokemon cards, and apparently he's started selling sneakers and stuff now. But man, can you just imagine the hustle? This is why you can't get them. Like, people are paying that much money, and it's crazy.
16-year-old.
yeah, and this isn't illegal, so
Yeah, not at all. $1,000. Yeah.
He's retiring.
No, he's not. No, it's 110,000.
110,000. He's not retired.
He's retiring from his
for a couple of years. Yeah, his 10 years. Yeah, his 10 years. Okay, I can see that.
He's like, I don't gotta work right now.
But this resale market with GPUs and consoles and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, I never fault these people who sell, because it really comes down to, like, I'm not gonna pay 1,000. But there's
they're also putting the time to get the console. It's already hard as it is, so they're probably waiting in line somewhere, or they have. I mean, bots also probably make a big thing right here with this, but I mean, it's the hustle is there, so he's obviously hustling to get these products out, and he's got it done. So
yeah, I mean, this seems like a lot of work. I mean, to sell that many, to make $1 million at 1,000, I mean, you got to be selling a lot. So it means you got to be on them websites,
at all times.
Yeah, once they go on sale, and then, I mean, it's a ton of work. Honestly, for 110,000, I mean, it's a lot of work to be doing that. But
yeah, for sure.
But these kids, man, like, the opportunities for them to make that kind of money is insane, especially with Pokemon cards still, and GPUs and all this stuff. It's crazy.
I know Pokemon cards is getting a recent blow up too, right? Where a bunch of people are buying and reselling now. The OG cards.
All of them.
Damn, that's crazy. I should have kept all my cards sealed also. That's what I'm going to do for my kids. I'm just going to buy him everything, but he's not allowed to open anything until he's like 30.
Not even then.
You can't even open it. Just sell it.
Nah, you ain't opening it. You can sell it.
But
nah,
I mean, it's crazy that you still can't just go to the store and buy an Xbox or a PS5.
No, not for a while. This chip shortage is going to be here for a while. So
they're going to be coming out with the PS5 Slim, and still not be able to sell
more than likely, honestly.
Yeah.
I know PlayStation was looking for like alternative ways to make PlayStations, like using different graphics and stuff like that, but I'm not sure how much you can tweak a system before you run into the same issue again. So it is what it is.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think with the new console, like they said, the Switch coming out, I don't know if that'll have storage, but we'll see. But yeah, I mean, that's all the articles I got today, man. But this is a good one to end on. I think it was crazy that these kids can make all this money.
16-year-old just chilling.
Yeah,
for a couple of years for sure.
Well, I mean,
what a good way to end it.
What do you think, that he's still going to continue the hustle, or he's just going to stop?
Oh, for sure. I mean, he's 16 and he's already freaking made that. Like, come on.
Yeah.
He's just going to keep hustling, man.
Yeah.
He got a little taste of it, and
oh yeah, I'm sure he's going to continue that then.
Well, any last words, guys?
Damn, what were we doing at 16? We're like outside playing ball and stuff. Who knows? This guy's over here hustling people.
Yeah, I was not selling anything, I can tell you that.
Right. I mean, I think we're going to Toys R Us, and
yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Insane.
Well, I ain't got nothing else. Any last words?
No, stay safe out there.
Alex?
That's it.
I'm good.
All right.
I'll
Well,
take it easy.
we'll see y'all episode 7 next week. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, support, comment. And if you guys have any comments, make sure let us know. Any particular topics you want us to talk about, let us know. Catch
Any
y'all
questions? Yeah.
next time. Peace.